let's see if I can use a little bit of my Shadowfell necromancy in here.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Let's make a character.
I am Hercule Poirot. The crime is murder. The murderer is one of you.
No kidding.
Love it.
All right, so you and I have been doing this a long time. I'm not going to ask you how many games you played or how long you played Dungeons and Dragons. 'Cause it's as long as I
That's why I picked this one.
a long time. But let's talk about. So we spent some time working on a character recently together
Right.
for this game.
Right.
You want to talk a little bit about that character for me?
Yeah. So the Gith race has been traditionally
Bernoulli.
just a monster race, and they've recently opened it up that you can play as either a Gith Yankee or a Gith Zerai.
These are the
And
one.
when we were talking about
Well, it's like, are you
party
Dragonborn
makeup,
from Bathimol, or are you
really
just the
healing.
regular Dragonborn? Because they are
So,
different.
To me, playing a Gith Zerai probably was more appropriate.
Is that right, Ranger?
Because they're more zen. The Gith Yankee are the warrior,
Sure.
crazy guys, and the Gith Zerai
Let's
arguably
change the
just as
scale,
crazy,
see what
but
we're doing
more
here.
in
This is not a
zen
board
way.
meeting, and
And we
I
talked a
know
little
the
bit about, like, how
formality.
we felt about the
And the
because
gear
I've been
works
playing
of
for a
it
long time,
do
like you
certain
said, we used
things.
to be
What I'm
monsters
trying to
in
explain
fact.
here for my
Right.
militia guy that would need it in the mill to
My
board
original
me in or
feed
whatever.
from back in the
I
day.
know, that scared
And so-
the crap out
Yeah.
of me as a kid.
Yeah.
Technically, this is a Gith Yankee.
I
so
know,
in the old
I
game,
know.
They didn't look
It's
exactly the same. The Gith Zeri looked a little
Jin,
different.
right?
Right.
Black
Plus
magic
they're
and
a
ash.
little more
They're like
humanish.
hooded, yeah. So, were you always interested in the Gith?
They just
Well,
fascinated
that's
me. I
our
think I was
photon to
afraid
this
of
board.
them
He'd
for a
tell you
long time.
a very
Because of that
advanced
cover.
game and play.
And so they fascinated me, but the idea
Catch 'em
was
all.
that they were a slave race of the mind
And if you
flayers.
didn't,
They
it would
broke free of
probably do
that,
some physics,
they
but the
couldn't
momentum
agree
keeps
on
it
what
rolling.
direction
Like
to
I
take, so
said,
they split into
still
two
add more
factions.
equations.
Normally, the Gith live in Limbo, which is one of the planes, the
Right.
prime material plane that our players will
So,
live in.
we
that
agree.
our world
Direct
takes place in,
confirmation,
but
we're
the Gith
one.
live in Limbo.
Right.
And
Well,
so-
the Gith Zeri live in
Githzeri,
Limbo, and
yeah.
the Gith Yankee live in the astral plane.
Right.
And the Githzeri, the big thing about the Githzeri is that they
And
in
now
Limbo, they have
the
to
dungeon.
harness the chaos and
100%
draw things
Ultra
out of it in
Nightmare
order
Lucy
to live
Doom
a stable
Slayer.
life, because
Checking
Limbo is
every
just total
brick
chaos.
and what's
Right.
under the statue
your
or the
name is
trophy
Narlac.
behind the
Here's your
glass you
beginnings
can't
of
get
your
behind. It's like
Right.
getting
So we
a
talked
Sentinel's
about this. We
autograph.
talked
Right?
about, Narlac
How do you do it? You
starting,
understand gravity. You kick a water
in
bottle out there in
traveling-
front of a kid and let
Right,
them go
traveling
try to pick it up
fortunes, they
while he
travel
racks the
around
chain
and,
and rails on him.
often the Githzeri come from Limbo in
Put
search
nickel
of
in jar.
mind flayers,
Your
in
daddy
search
get
of
it.
Gith Yankee to fight. Those are their two main,
Sure.
focuses. And my idea
Dragon water
was
bottle.
that he
Tank-
would have
tank
been a
round, you know,
cleric
just photon in
for-
that water bottle.
For them on one of these missions. The first time he sets foot on the prime material plane,
The Dribbles.
something happens to
Off
him.
the
Something
millimeter,
starts to
in the tomb.
bubble up in his blood.
Okay, well, let's
The
go. Let's
way
put a
people
pin in that there,
move
and then let's talk
birdies
about-
tweet
let's
in
bring
the
our
stone
character
mill
from that
is
first little character
bosonic
traveling down with his
harmonics
troop
to the
up to that
saw's
point, so we can
resonant
see the decisions and
harmonics.
see us leveling up. We've got
Trying to
beginnings
do
of our first little
derivatives and
character here, and This
derivatives.
is what you and I worked on together. So I got a pencil for you. We got some dice. We got a D8 for hit points. And so let's start with this first little character and just kind of talk through what we've got here, and then we're going to step through.
So
decisions
now
that
that
you
we
make
did
as we
that,
level
there will
this
be a
character
set.
up
Remember,
to
I
level five.
was like dual diagnosis,
So that's
Skull
our
Mountain.
basic first level stuff. Your
So I'm
abilities
gonna leave
here,
it at that.
you rolled
Thank
all those
you.
abilities,
Thank you,
and
thank you.
we've assigned them.